morning, Belen. I'm Brandon Lubian.
And I'm Raul Rodriguez. Welcome to this edition of WBLN for today, April 17th, 2018.
With the news that Dr. De Quesada would be not returning for the 2018 academic year, Belen began a nationwide search for the new Dean of Men. Monday afternoon, the administration informed the community that Mr. Angulo would become the new Dean of Men after the year is over. Mr. Angulo has taught for 20 years at Ransom Everglades and is very excited to return back to Belen in 2018.
The senior class had its first major activity in their final stretch to graduation, and what better way to begin than with Grad Bash?
With the buses leaving at 11:30 Friday morning, that meant only 3.5 hours before the seniors and a couple of faculty members were going to celebrate the end of senior year at Universal Studios. Grad Bash, as it's called, gives the seniors the opportunity to ride Universal attractions with their classmates and students from other high schools across Florida, much like the 8th grade Grad Venture with other middle schools. Seniors had until 2 a.m. to explore the park and ride rides ranging from The Incredible Hulk to Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. At around 10:45 p.m., Jamaican pop star Sean Paul performed and put on an incredible show, playing hits like Got to Love You and Temperature to a full crowd.
The best part was going with my friends to watch the Sean Paul concert.
Once it was time to go, the seniors did hop back on the bus and arrived back at Belen at 6:30 a.m., with all of them agreeing they had a great time.
The long-awaited pool has had some major development over the past couple weeks. Here's Daniel Esteban with more.
This past weekend, the Sumbano Aquatic Center was filled to almost complete the process of our new pool. The center's been under construction for almost 2 years. The process was held back a few months due to Hurricane Irma and the workers hitting a water pipe. The Olympic-sized pool is only the second one in Miami-Dade. Before that, Ransom Everglades was a lonesome Olympic-sized facility in Miami-Dade. The inauguration is on June 7th, and the class of 2018 will be the first to jump in the pool of the senior classes.
Master of the pool was done the last week in March. Once that was completed, we had basically 48 hours to start filling the pool with water. So we started filling the pool Friday on Good Friday morning, and by Sunday, on Easter Sunday, it was completed. Since that time, we've been running all the pumps and checking all the equipment and making sure all the lines and everything is going well. And so far, everything is okay. The next step would be to pour the deck, and the inauguration of the pool is scheduled for June 7th.
Early Saturday morning, the U.S. Department of Defense released a map that it says shows 3 Syrian airstrike targets. Satellite images from those companies appeared to show extensive airstrike damage to facilities allegedly involved with Syria's chemical weapons program. France, the United States, and the United Kingdom launched a joint military action on Friday evening, firing 105 missiles at 3 sites in Syria. Shortly after the airstrikes began, President Donald Trump said all 3 sites were associated with Syria's chemical weapon program. The Pentagon spokeswoman Dana White told reporters on Saturday that the strike successfully hit every target. Russia, Syria's military backer, disagreed with that report, saying that Syrian air defense systems intercepted 71 out of 103 missiles. And although the Russians reported a number of Syrian military airfields, industrial sites, and research facilities were hit, the Syrian news said otherwise.
President Trump met with senior military leaders Monday night after telling reporters the U.S. is getting clarity on who was responsible for a suspected deadly chemical weapons attack in Syria over the weekend. The United Nations Security Council held an emergency meeting on Monday. Following Saturday's attack, missiles were also launched, this time at Syrian air bases where Iranian personnel were working.
On this week's Showbiz Spotlight, we take a look at rapper Meek Mill's sentence. Kendrick Lamar continues to set records for his album Damn. Movements are being made to grant rapper Meek Mill a new trial after credibility of his arresting officer is in question. Kendrick's album was released 1 year ago today and is still winning awards. This time he won a Pulitzer Prize, and the actors of the newly revived TV series Roseanne, which received very impressive concurrent viewers, topping 18 million concurrent viewers the day of the premiere. And the cast says it's like no time has passed, even though it has been nearly 20 years since they had last filmed an episode together. Alright guys, that's it for your Showbiz Spotlight today. Have a good one.
Morning, Wolverines. If you haven't felt it already, it is absolutely perfect outside. It's just a little chilly. As you can see on the map, there's also nothing in sight. But if you look at the forecast, we see the sun is going to be shining all day with no cloud to block it off. We're going to be seeing temperatures in the highs of 79 and lows in the 67. It should be a little warmer towards the 80s in the middle of the day. Also some relative humidity in the 47%. And like I said, zero chance of rain. Now this is going to continue throughout the rest of the week where we're not going to be seeing much rain, but temperatures will be ramping up to the higher 80s and still stay around the relatively mid-70s. Now that's all for your weather. Enjoy your week, guys, and let's move it on to sports.
Thank you, Marcelo. The varsity volleyball team beat St. Brendan 25-17 and 25-19 in the Silver Championship of the Florida Christian Tournament. Top players were Nicholas Soso with 9 kills and 5 digs and 2 blocks, Eric Diaz with 2 kills and 16 assists and 5 digs, and Joseph Perez with 5 kills and 3 blocks. Belen's record now is 14-4. The Belen varsity water polo team will take on Columbus today at 11 a.m. and play Ransom for the district final game at 6 p.m. The varsity lacrosse team took on Miami Country Day last night and won by a score of 17-1. The Wolverines will play their district final game against Ransom on Thursday night. Your Miami Heat took on the Philadelphia 76ers in Game 2 of the first round last night. After losing Game 1 by 27 points, the Heat had to come back strong. Dwayne Wade brought out his old bag of tricks and scored 28 points to give the Heat a win to tie the series at 1 apiece. Miami will take on the 76ers at home on Thursday night at 8 p.m. The Marlins played the Yankees last night in the Big Apple. Giancarlo Stanton, playing against his former team for his first game, didn't get a hit last night. The Yankees went on to beat the Fish by a score of 12-1. Their record now is 4-12 and will take on the Yankees again tonight. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Marcos. That's our show for today. Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for our latest news and pictures. I'm Brendan Lubian.
And I'm Raul Rodriguez. From everyone here at WBLN, have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and stay golden, Wolverines.